Welcome back, Clearwater first graders. First of all, I want to congratulate you on finishing our last bend, learning everything you know about characters. You did a great job, all your assignments, you did an awesome job sending those into your teachers, and we're all very, very proud of you. And guess what? We are almost done with this unit, but we still have a little bit to go. Okay, so we are starting a whole brand new bend in our last unit, Unit 4. And we're just going to jump right in. And before we get into the lesson, I want you to think about, what do you get at the end of a meal when you go to a Chinese restaurant? So I want you to think about that. You get your food, you eat, they give you your bill, and then they give you what? I want you to think about it. All right, if you answered a fortune cookie, you were correct. Okay? Inside fortune cookies, they might have a lot of different sayings. It could tell you how to live a good life. It might say, make new friends, but keep the old. Or it might say, don't ever give up. If you try, you can do it. So that's the whole focus on our teaching point today, is that today I want to teach you that stories are like fortune cookies. When you open up a story, you find there's a little life lesson inside of it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you a couple books, and they are familiar to us. So I want you to think back to when we read those, and I want you to think, maybe what is a life lesson? Okay, so here's a couple stories. So the title of this flip chart, Discovering the Lessons Familiar Stories Teach. So I want you to think about Ish. Okay, we did read that story, Ish. So I really want you to think back to the main character, Ramon. Okay, so I'm going to show you the life lesson. Do your best is good enough. Okay, and then Frog and Toad are friends. So we know that Frog and Toad, they do everything together. Okay, so after you finish reading, you ask yourself, what is that life lesson that I learned? That life lesson could be, friends are always there for each other. Okay, so I'm going to share you something else with our brand new anchor chart. Readers learn lessons. So this is how you try to figure out, what is that lesson in the story? Reread the ending and think, how did the trouble get fixed? And think, what did the character realize or learn? So what I want you to do today, when you go off and do your 15 to 20 minutes of reading, is I don't want you to move on to a brand new story. Okay? I want you to take some time to think back to stories you have already read. Think about how the story went and what the trouble in the story was. Then reread the ending or the final chapter to think, how did the trouble get fixed? What did the character realize? Then think about the life lesson the story has left behind. So first graders, all you need to do today is find a book that you have already read, reread it. Don't forget the things that we've taught you about rereading, and really think that readers learn lessons. What is a lesson that you learned from a book that you've already read? Remember, it could be anything about friendship. It can be anything about self-perseverance. It could be about believing in yourself. There's a lot of great messages out there in our stories. So when you read today, think about that at the end. Happy reading. We'll see you later.